For our final problem set, we'll look at definite integrals. Okay. These are all going to be u substitutions, and I'm going to employ what I consider to be the quicker method of u substitution with a definite integral, which is where I will change the limits of integration into terms of u and never actually end up substituting back to get in terms of x. So for this one, our u should be the exponent. So u is negative x squared. Therefore, du is minus 2x dx. We have the x dx, so I'm going to move the minus 2 over to the other side. And as I mentioned, I'm also going to deal with the limits of integration. So when x equals 0, plugging this in, we get that u is 0. And when x equals 1, we get that u is negative 1. So my integral then becomes from 0 to negative 1 of minus a half e to the u du. Okay. Integrating this gives us minus half e to the u, evaluated from 0 to negative 1. So minus a half e to the negative 1, minus a half, which is plus a half e to the 0. In other words, I get a half minus 1 over 2e for my final result. For our second example, again, it is going to be u substitution. I'm going to let u be the inside of this exponent. So u equals ln of x plus 1. Then du is 1 over the inside, so 1 over x plus 1 dx. And when x equals 2, u is ln of 3. When x equals 3, u is ln of 4. Okay. So my integral then becomes from ln of 3 to ln of 4 and u cubed du. Okay. All right, antiderivative is 1/4 u to the 4th. And then I just have to plug in. So I get 1/4 ln of 4 to the 4th minus 1/4 ln of 3 to the 4th. I'm going to leave it like that so that I don't have to have any decimal approximations. For my final question, okay, we'll be using the antiderivative rule for bases other than e, okay, which just means there's going to be a factor of ln of 3 floating around. I'm still going to do a u substitution up here. So u will be 1 minus x, so du is negative dx, or negative du is positive dx. When x is negative 4, u is 5. When x is 0, u is 1. Okay. All right, so this integral becomes from 5 to 1, 3 to the u du. All right, the antiderivative of 3 to the u is 3 to the u divided by ln of 3. Okay, so then I get 1 over ln of 3 times 3 to the 1 minus 3 to the 5th, which, if you evaluate this, gives you a result of 240 over ln of 3 for my final answer.